Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Little Red Ninja Allotment channel. I hope everyone is well and enjoying the nice weather wherever you are. That is, if you have any nice weather. But in today, I'm planning on finishing the majority of my planting on the plot. And I'll show you the areas where I'm going to plant. One of them is here in my hotbed. It is ready to go, and all I need to do is just put some netting on, but I won't do that until I've planted. So that shouldn't take too long, and mainly the things that are going in here will be Brussels sprouts and a few bits of kale, but mainly all Brussels sprouts in that bed. That area there is one of the jobs I've got to do this month, is to clear all that. Finally going to plant where all my peas are going, and I've got quite a few that need to go in. So all this needs a bit of a weed, but to get all the peas in, and a few other crops as well that are very good for companion planting with peas. Check on the state of the garlic as well in one of the jobs I've got to do, as well as the onions. Just check to see if none have bolted and have decided to go to seed. But giving it a little look at the moment, it's looking all right. Plant here what I'm gonna plant. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna plant in there yet, but the main area is up here to plant all this area, so it is free from getting any weeds, hopefully. This one is now finished, but I inadvertently, in between all these, scattered a load of radishes. So the carrots that were supposed to go in there, that is no more. Well, not for the moment anyway, but I've got radishes popping up all over the place on that side, and as you can see there, there's radishes right there. But that one is done and dusted. I've topped up all my potato tubs for the moment, leave those for a couple of weeks, and then top them right to the very top. You know, I've done it to about the label height now, but looking really good, and the greenery is looking really healthy as well. But also I've got to finish off in the polytunnel. So let's crack on with getting on, and when you come back I've hopefully done an area. So see you in a mo, or as I usually say, let's crack on. Well, here we go. This is first bed that I've planted. Well, no, actually it's the second bed I've planted, because I've planted the raised bed at the top of the plot. But the second bed outside the polytunnel, and what I've got in here, I've got red cabbage. I thought I'd have some red cabbage this year, seeing as it grows well on this allotment site. I thought I'd give it a go. And this here is Brussels sprouts. And what I do with Brussels sprouts is I grow them in a bunch, and then when I put them in the ground, I keep them as a bunch, and whichever one is the stronger one out of the ones that have grown, after about a month after they've been planted in the ground, I get rid. But I've started putting the screen up, as you can see, but I've done a double layer just to make sure the pesky varmints won't get in and lay their eggs. So I better crack on and finish the netting around the whole frame, and then that will be done, and all I'll have to do is water later on. But let's crack on. Busy, busy, busy. Now here we go. Took about half an hour, and this cage is now completely covered in a Enviromesh. I've just got to tidy up a few odds and ends, like make it a neater cut there and there and there. So hopefully this place will be like Fort Knox, and the bugs, the bad bugs that is, like namely butterflies, won't be able to get in, but I can access the plants if need be. But I haven't done the letterbox like I said I was, because I've got plenty to do today. So I'll come back probably another day to tidy up these edges, but I'll come back later on and give it a water, because I need to plant my next area. It's all go here today, so let's crack on. Now here we go with second area that I've planted today, and it's the pea one. Well, pea, lettuce and carrot in here, and I have Speedy Mix, I have Lola Rosso, and I have cut and come again lettuce just here. Especially these ones here, these are really good. Yeah, just cut them when you need them, and within a week you've got another meal. These ones here, the Lola Rosso, they take a little bit longer, but I'm patient, I can wait, because I've got others that are romping away. And finally my peas are in, and you can see there's a little bit of a mismatch. I've got a lot of the peas that I did first here, and some I did a few weeks after that, and those are about 3 weeks old. Those are about 5 weeks old, I think, if I remember rightly. But I've also put in another 2 rows of peas, so yeah, that's quite good. Hopefully they'll come up. But I've also put carrots in there as well, so fingers crossed that'll all germinate, because this week is supposed to be quite warm, so hopefully they'll show themselves by the end of next week. Fingers crossed. Right, let's crack on with my next area, which is where I'm going to put my tomatoes this year. So let's crack on. Here we go, another job done. Cleared it a little bit with some of last year's squashes, what's left of them, but I've put in my tomatoes, and I've dug them in quite deep, because some people put in their tomatoes, only put the soil where they have a pot into the ground, and you can sow them or put them into the ground when they're like this, right up to the first true leaf. So extra anchor points for the tomatoes. I'm not going to put any supports just yet, because they don't really need them, but I'm waiting for them to grow a little bit in here before I add companion plants with these tomatoes. And the best one is basil. If you've never grown basil before, grow it. because it really does help with the flavour of the tomatoes. And with the tomatoes, I've given them a feed of my my mix that I've done myself, which is a passata sauce, just diluted, that's all. Do excuse the motorcyclist, noisy git. Yes, I've given it a feed of passata diluted, and hopefully that will give that a boost. Well, it should do. It certainly did last year. So this area is done. Just got to wait on the basil. And this area here, I'm leaving for the moment, because what I intend to do with this area, any extra plants that I've got left from the polytunnel and also back at the den, I'll stick in there. So it'll be like a jungle, hopefully. But with the plants I've got left, it should be just the right amount of room in there. So yeah, looking good. At least I've got my tomatoes in, which is a good thing. So let's crack on with the rest of the video. Well, what's left of it anyway. But if you're liking the video, please do smash that like button, please. That would help the channel quite a lot. But let's crack on. Right then, let's just show you the last little bit in today's video. And that side of the polytunnel is completely planted now. It is absolutely complete, apart from there and that tub. But that tub, I'm putting cucumbers in, and also a special guest, something that I thought you couldn't grow in the UK, and I'm giving it a go. And it's doing all right at the moment back at the den. But yeah, we got the compost there for the potatoes, just to top them up this week. And near enough, how I've planted in here is the same as what I did down there and did here as well. But the only things I have added are the peppers, which is a bell pepper. That one there, as you can see there, it started to follow the sun, so I had to put it in the ground. So near enough, it's looking good. The other side of the polytunnel I won't show you, because I just had to move a load of wood, and I don't think you want to see piles of wood. So that's looking really good, and giving it a damn good water before I put the plants in, as well as when the plants are in, just to moisten the compost. But the one last thing I want to show you before I end today's video is my first strawberry. There you go. Look at that specimen. That is a really big specimen, and I'll put my thumb next to it so you can see how big that is. That is ginormous. I will be enjoying that when I finish this video. Oh, and I've just seen another one, and that one is nearly ready. So I'm quite happy. It is coming to the end of May, and I've already got strawberries. Yippee! I'm really happy about that. But if you've liked the video, thank you very much for watching today and enjoying the content. Next week's video will be, hopefully, the parsnips have decided to really germinate. If not, it will be all about my carrots and how I sow my carrots. A lot easier than parsnips, I'll tell you that now. But keep plodding on, keep enjoying what you're growing, and even if you're actually eating some of your veg and fruit. I know I will be. Yum yum. Until then, this is Paul signing off from a very warm polytunnel from the Little Red Ninja Allotment channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.